Ever pondered the scenario of a nuclear bomb detonating in a supervolcano? An odd question, you might say, but it's in these unusual inquiries that we uncover fascinating insights. We're not just asking for the sake of shock value, but to delve into the immense power of nuclear bombs and supervolcanoes. What would happen if these two formidable forces were combined? To answer this question first, we need to understand what a nuclear bomb and a supervolcano are separately. Firstly, let's delve into the science behind a nuclear bomb. A nuclear bomb is a weapon of mass destruction, harnessing the power of the atomic nucleus. It is designed to release energy with explosive force on a cataclysmic scale. But how does it work? The core of a nuclear bomb is made of either uranium-235 or plutonium-239, both unstable isotopes. Now imagine this core as a precarious stack of dominoes. Under the right conditions, say a swift nudge, one domino falls, triggering a chain reaction that topples them all. This is the principle of nuclear fission. In a nuclear bomb, a neutron is fired into the nucleus of a uranium or plutonium atom. The nucleus splits, releasing a tremendous amount of energy as well as additional neutrons. These neutrons then collide with other nuclei, causing them to split as well, creating a chain reaction. The result? A release of energy so intense it results in a colossal explosion. But what about the most powerful nuclear bombs? These operate on the principle of nuclear fusion, where lightweight atomic nuclei combine to form a heavier nucleus. This process takes place in the heart of stars, fueling their radiant glow. The fusion bombs, also known as thermonuclear bombs or hydrogen bombs, use a fission bomb as a trigger. The intense heat and pressure from the fission explosion ignites a fusion reaction, resulting in an even larger explosion. The destructive power of a nuclear bomb is immense, capable of flattening entire cities in seconds. The energy released by the bomb forms a fireball hotter than the surface of the sun, causing a shockwave that destroys everything in its path. The high-energy radiation emitted can cause fatal burns and sickness, while the residual radioactive fallout can contaminate large areas for years. This deadly force is a testament to the immense energies locked away within the atoms that make up our world. It's a sobering reminder of the power we can unleash when we tamper with the fundamental forces of nature. The enormous energy of a nuclear bomb results from a process called nuclear fission or fusion. Now envision a supervolcano, a sleeping giant beneath our feet. This isn't your ordinary run-of-the-mill volcano. No, a supervolcano is a behemoth, a titan of geological power that resides on an entirely different scale. To comprehend the might of a supervolcano, we must first understand its structure. Unlike typical volcanoes that stand tall with a single vent spewing magma, supervolcanoes are more complex. They're characterized by a vast underlying magma chamber, often spread over a large area beneath the Earth's crust. Over millennia, this chamber fills with magma, the molten rock from the Earth's mantle, until the pressure becomes too great. When that happens, the result is an eruption of epic proportions. Now, let's talk about the process of an eruption. It starts with the magma chamber's roof collapsing due to the immense pressure, creating a colossal depression known as a caldera. The magma then forces its way to the surface, spewing out in an explosive eruption. This isn't just a bit of lava trickling down a mountainside. The eruption of a supervolcano can spew thousands of cubic kilometers of magma and ash, enough to bury states, even entire countries, under a thick layer of fiery debris. The potential damage a supervolcano can cause? Well, it's a bit chilling to think about. The immediate vicinity would be obliterated, of course, but the real danger lies in the ash and gases that get pumped into the atmosphere. These can block out sunlight, leading to a volcanic winter. This sudden drop in temperature can devastate global agriculture, lead to widespread famine, and disrupt ecosystems on a global scale. In the past, eruptions of this magnitude have even been linked to mass extinctions. So, when we talk about the might of a supervolcano, we're not just talking about the power to reshape landscapes. We're talking about the power to reshape life on Earth as we know it. Supervolcanoes possess the power to alter the Earth's climate and trigger mass extinction. Imagine merging these two forces of nature. What do you think would happen? Now let's delve into the realm of the hypothetical, where we fuse the unthinkable power of a nuclear bomb with the earth-shattering might of a supervolcano. The immediate impact would be of an unprecedented scale. Picture this: the nuclear bomb descends into the molten maw of the supervolcano. Upon detonation, The bomb would trigger an eruption of apocalyptic proportions, far more powerful than any volcanic eruption we have witnessed in recorded history. The explosion would be so intense that it could potentially crack the Earth's crust, causing earthquakes and tsunamis across the globe. The plume of ash and dust would blot out the sun, blanketing the Earth in darkness. This is where the long-term effects begin to take shape. With the sun's rays blocked, global temperatures would plummet, ushering in a nuclear winter. Plants, the base of most food chains, would struggle to photosynthesize, disrupting ecosystems worldwide. In the oceans, acid rain caused by the volcanic gases and ash would drastically lower the pH, making the waters too acidic for most marine life. On land, the thick layer of ash could render large swaths of land infertile, leading to widespread famine. But let's not stop there. The nuclear fallout would also come into play. The radioactive particles released in the explosion would contaminate the air, water, and soil. This radiation would be harmful, if not lethal, to all forms of life, causing widespread illness and death. Not to mention, the combination of a nuclear bomb and a supervolcano could also lead to mass extinctions. The last time a supervolcano erupted, it was believed to have caused the extinction of the Neanderthals. Now, add the effects of a nuclear bomb to the equation, and you have a recipe for a mass extinction event on a scale that surpasses even the one that wiped out the dinosaurs. In essence, the fusion of a nuclear bomb and a supervolcano would not just be a catastrophe, it would be an event of planetary devastation, reshaping the face of life as we know it. The combination of a nuclear bomb and a supervolcano could potentially be catastrophic, and that, my friends, is a gross understatement. The aftermath would be akin to hitting the reset button on life on Earth, potentially paving the way for a new epoch in our planet's history. But what does science say about this scenario? As intriguing as this hypothetical situation is, scientists have a consensus that detonating a nuclear bomb in a supervolcano is something we're unlikely to see in reality. Why? Well, to begin with, the sheer scale of a supervolcano is so vast that even the most powerful nuclear bomb would barely make a dent. In fact, studies have shown that the energy required to trigger a supervolcano eruption is about 100,000 times the energy of the Hiroshima bomb. To put it another way, you'd need the combined power of all the nuclear bombs ever created and then some to come close to triggering an eruption. Moreover, the potential fallout of such an event would be catastrophic. Beyond the immediate devastation, the long-term environmental impacts would be enormous. Radioactive fallout would spread across the globe, potentially causing untold damage to ecosystems and human health. On a more reassuring note, there are extensive safety measures in place to prevent such a scenario. Nuclear weapons are heavily regulated and their use is subject to international law. Additionally, monitoring systems are in place around the world's supervolcanoes, allowing scientists to detect any significant changes that could signal an impending eruption. So, while the concept of detonating a nuclear bomb in a supervolcano might make for an interesting thought experiment, it's not something we need to lose sleep over. While it's fascinating to imagine, scientists agree that such a scenario is highly unlikely. The power of nuclear bombs and supervolcanoes is truly awe-inspiring. We've journeyed together through some remarkable science today, unraveling the immense power of these two forces, from the cataclysmic energy of a nuclear bomb capable of obliterating entire cities, to the titanic might of a supervolcano with the potential to change our climate and disrupt life on Earth. We've also explored the staggering prospect of combining these forces. The detonation of a nuclear bomb in a supervolcano, a scenario that might seem straight out of a science fiction novel, but one that holds real-world implications. It's a reminder of the incredible power humankind wields and the potential devastation that misuse could bring. Science helps us understand these forces, but it also underscores our responsibility. We are the custodians of this planet, and with that comes a duty to protect and preserve. The potential consequences of detonating a nuclear bomb in a supervolcano serve as a stark reminder of this. It's not just about satisfying our curiosity, though that's a part of it. It's also about understanding the potential implications of our actions. It's about balancing our thirst for knowledge and innovation with a respect for the natural world and the destructive powers it holds. Remember, understanding these forces not only satisfies our curiosity, but also emphasizes our responsibility towards our planet.